Hey, good morning, guys. Brian here with Wholesale Properties Colorado, and today I'm presenting a rent-to-own deal on 1849 Sheringham Drive for $2,500 a month. It's a four-bed, four-bath, 2,338 square foot home with solar. And let's just take a quick look at the pictures. So rent to own deals, real rent to own deals are extremely rare. If you've ever did a Google search for rent to own deals, you'll see that there's a bunch of scammy looking companies that just try to get you to opt in or pay a monthly fee. And it's actually very hard to find a real rent to own deal. Like they won't even let me list them on Craigslist because there's so many scammers within this industry. Um, so I don't blame you if you don't believe that this is a real rent to own deal, but I have the proof to back it up. I have a direct contract with the seller. So how it works is it's called a mortgage wrap. So a real estate investment company like mine, I'll reveal the complete strategy, be 100% transparent. My company has an agreement with the seller that I'm going to pay her mortgage every month, right? So I'm paying her $2,300 a month for the mortgage. Then my company acts as an intermediary, a property management company that goes out into the marketplace and looks for a rent to own tenant slash buyer and places them in the property and then acts as a property manager over time, takes the payment from you, the tenant, the rent to own tenant, and then keeps the difference, which is only $200. Honestly, I should be making a lot more for putting together a $500,000 deal, but whatever. That's that's the breaks these days. So, um, if you look at the down payment, it's really only about 5% down. Okay. So where else can you get a real estate investment deal? Where else can you get a mortgage with only 5% down? The only other place I've heard of getting a mortgage like that is for the duplex program, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. You can get a duplex for 5% down. President Biden, when he was still in office, enacted that about 2 or 3 years ago. So that's really the only other place where you can get a house for 5% down other than rent to own. It does come with its risks. The biggest risk is actually on the seller or the current owner if the current tenant stops paying, which is also the biggest risk, ironically, for the tenant. For example, if you jump into this contract, you put $20,000 down, you start paying $2,500 a month, and then you lose your job and you're unable to pay, well, then that puts me in the position where, okay, well, I have to start the eviction because I'm still responsible for ultimately the bank still has to get paid, right? There's still an active mortgage on the property. The bank still has to get paid. So if you lose your job and stop paying, well, hey, I'm sorry, Charlie, but I have to start eviction proceedings. That's just the way it is. So it kind of creates a little bit of a conflict of interest if it goes to the mat and you're unable to make one monthly payment because as soon as that first monthly payment is missed, we have to start the eviction proceedings. All right, so it's very important that because families that have low credit scores and can't qualify for a traditional mortgage, it's very important that you have to meet those monthly mortgage requirements so that you can pay for the home. All right, so that's sort of how real rent to own works. Um, on the flip side, there's straight seller financing, which a lot of sellers are not willing to do unless there's a significant down payment. So these deals are few and far between. The only reason I was able to score this one is, well, I'll keep that hidden. for me to know and for you to find out. But I've been in real estate for 10 years. I've only done two real rent to own deals. I've had other ones that I tried to put together and they fell apart. Um, but you know, so that's just a testament. So this is a real rent to own deal in Colorado Springs, right off of Highway 24 on the east side of town near Peterson Air Force Base, 1849 Sheringham Drive, 2,500 a month. It's pretty average rent for the area. If you take a look on Zillow and look at other rental properties in the area, you can see that it's pretty average for the area. So we're looking at four rent properties. It's a 4 bed, 4 bath. Here you go. 4 bed, 4 bath, home type houses, only houses, and you're renting the entire place. All right, this is the neighborhood. I'm at 2,500. This guy's at 2,200. There's a couple other ones in here. Um, so whatever. It's average rent for the area. All right, so back to the pictures. It's an extremely nice house. So the floors are great. It doesn't need anything. The bathrooms are in amazing condition. It's 4 bed, 4 bath, like I said before. Beautiful landscaping. It's got solar, built in 2005, 2,338 square feet. Doesn't need anything, doesn't need carpet, doesn't need paint. Only 5% down. Flooring is in great condition. It's got vaulted ceilings. Amazing condition. Doesn't need anything. Doesn't even need a vanity. Doesn't need a bathroom fan. Doesn't, honestly, it needs nothing. I mean, look, it doesn't even need a toilet. The only thing that it might need is a house cleaning, which I will provide before you take possession of the property. All right, so 5% down. The mortgage is wrapped through the original seller, and we are going to be looking to close this out within 5 years. So, in an ideal circumstance, you would put $20,000 down, start paying $2,500 a month, and then get a mortgage on the property within 5 years and refinance it and get it into your name. Other than that, you can continue paying $2,500 a month for the foreseeable future for 10 years, for 20 years, until the original loan has been completely paid off. And within 15 years, my projected value of the property is $600,000. So even with the interest that's wrapped on the original loan, even though you could refinance it into a lower interest loan as soon as rates drop, um, within 15 years, you'll still make $150,000 in equity. But look at this place. The lights are great, vaulted ceilings, vinyl plank flooring. The bathrooms are in amazing condition. The vanities are in amazing condition. We've got a 2-car garage attached, 2-car attached garage. The furnace is in good condition. The heater's in good condition. It's got a gas heater, gas hot water heater. Let's see what else we got here. Perfect condition home, built in 2005. The kitchen is in good shape. It's got stainless steel appliances. Um, all right, let's keep looking. The carpet is immaculate. Just an all-around solid home. Right there near Peterson Air Force Base. Perfect for a military family or somebody that's transferring in to the area and wants to move in to a nice, stable home and can afford the $2,500 a month. So you should be making, this is what people want to see. So for traditional loans, they want you to be making about 1.5 times the monthly amount. So 2,500 times 1.5 is 3750. That's kind of the minimum that you would need to make, even if you have bad credit. So you would need $20,000 down, and you would probably have to make about 3750 a month. Really, they want you to be making about 2.5 times that. So to get a traditional loan, they want you to be making 2.5 times your monthly rent. All right, so you wouldn't even be able to qualify for this house if you were going to buy it with a standard bank loan unless you were making 6250 per month. All right, I'm willing to let you in for, 3750 as long as you can eke by and make those payments. Heck, do what you got to do, scrape by. I was actually going to take this deal myself. My wife was like, "Hey, I really like this house. I want to take this deal, but I'm still in the middle of a house flip in Southern Colorado, so I'm unable to take this deal." That's the only reason why I'm not taking it. All right, so really that's it. If you're interested in finding out more details about this rent to own deal, please give me a call or text at 719-286-0053 to set up a showing, and I will schedule the walkthrough. I'll meet you at the property. We can go over the contracts. You can ask any questions about how the contracts are recorded. Basically, my agreement with the seller, with the current owner, is it's a contract for the deed, which is going to be recorded at the county courthouse. The lawyers are reviewing all the paperwork. It's all legit. It's all on the up and up. It's 100% legal. It's 100% reviewed. And that's how it's done. So a lot of people are very skeptical of rent to own deals because there's a lot of scammers in the industry that just sell lists and they don't have a real deal. But this is how it looks on the ground, a bird's eye view, a close up view of a real rent to own deal. It's either you're dealing directly with the seller who's willing to offer straight seller financing, right? They either have a mortgage on the property or they own the home free and clear, and they're willing to say, okay, you can come rent my house for this much per month, and they're offering seller financing, or you're dealing with a property management company like mine who has an agreement with the seller, a seller financing agreement with the seller, and then we're acting as the property management company to find the renter to rent to own the deal over time. All right, so those are the only two ways that a rent to own deal is even possible. So anybody else trying to sell you a list or saying they have any other type of rent to own property that's available is not legit. So this is how it's structured. And if you're interested in taking a look at this deal, it's 719-286-0053. Call or text. All right, thank you. Have a good one.